Previously on The Sims 4 Big Brother.
Level 8 of this Big Brother game introduced the classic mode once again to the house. And after a slippery HOH, Rashida ended up winning. Soon after, she had to nominate, and it was pretty clear who she was going after. And she decided to nominate both Bob and Kaori for eviction. However, it did not take long for the power of veto to come into play, and after picking Vanessa, Zoe, and Mark to join them, all 6 of our house guests headed off into the backyard to compete in the power of veto. This week, the power of veto was also water-themed. However, in this competition, they all had to dive into a pool, and whoever was able to do it the most successfully or the best would win power of veto. And it only took 2 rounds to show that Zoe was the clear winner, and she won power of veto for the week. However, after an awkward power of veto ceremony, we had to take a look at Zoe's relationships to see how she was going to use the power of veto. And with her being closest to our HOH Rashida than either of the 2 nominees, Zoe decided not to use the power of veto. Now, Bob and Kaori remain on the block, and one of them will be sent off to the jury house. Who's it gonna be? Find out tonight on The Sims 4 Big Brother! Hi all my beanie weenies, and welcome back to my channel. This is of course Sim Hot Dogs, and I know I am sorry about this taking a while for me to post, but in case you missed my little community post, I did say that I am in between jobs right now, and my new job is kinda kicking my butt. I got a lot of hours I have to do, and not a lot of time to finish these videos, so they might be coming out a bit slower. However, these house guests are not, as we have another eviction we need to take place, and we gotta kick another one of these losers out of here. Now, as you guys might remember, a week ago, we saw that Bob and Kaori were nominated by Rashida. Now, our house guests have gathered and will vote for who they want to leave the house tonight. And of course, our 2 nominees and the HOH cannot vote. And with all that being said, Vanessa, you are first up to vote. Please head to the diary room. And Vanessa has voted to evict Kaori, giving Kaori 1 vote and pushing her into the lead. Tonight you need 3 votes to be evicted, so let's see where Mark's vote lies as he heads to the diary room. And Mark has given Kaori her 2nd vote tonight. Next up to vote is Knox.
Oop de shoot.
And Knox has also voted for Kaori, giving Kaori 3 votes, meaning she will be the one leaving tonight. However, we still have 2 votes remaining, so let's see who Zoe votes for. And Zoe has actually voted to evict Bob, giving him his first vote. And last but not least, we have Akira.
Spino? Yeah, Fruits.
And Akira has sent another vote Kaori's way, making the vote officially 4-1. Let's reveal it to the house guest. Alright, house guest, the votes are in. And when I reveal the name of the house guest, that person must leave the house immediately. And with a vote of 4-1, Kaori, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house. Please say your goodbyes.
Eloyd.
So immediately following the news of Kaori's eviction, she lets out all of her frustrations onto Rashida. Of course, Rashida is the one to blame for getting her out. She nominated her. They had almost a romantic relationship in the beginning, and then it soon turned sour. And now that her eviction is in Rashida's hands, she did not take that too well. So after round 1 ended, it actually looks as though Rashida won the first round, but they instantly start fighting once again. Now, I guess I could remove Kaori from the game for doing this, but I mean, honestly, she's going to the jury house already, and I don't really care. I love the drama. I think this is the best exit so far, even though she got her ass handed to her. What an excellent way to go. Alright, and feisty Kaori has been eliminated, and she will be heading on to the jury house and will be back on finale night to vote for the winner. Now, of course, like always, you can download Kaori on the Sims 4 gallery on my page at Sims Hot Dogs, where you can find all of this year's house guests. You can also find a shell of the Big Brother house where you can build your own, or you could download this house, or even the newest Big Brother 25 house. All of that is available on the gallery, so definitely check that out. However, today's episode is not over yet. Let's cut back to the house. Alright, house guests, we are so close to the end of our Big Brother game as you guys have entered level 9, which luckily for you is Money Week. This week, you will be a regular scheduled programming with 1 HOH, 2 nominees they're choosing, and 1 person going home, and of course the power of veto and all of that. However, throughout the week, you will be given opportunities to earn money. That way you don't go home empty-handed if you're not, of course, our winner. So everyone right now is heading on into the backyard competition area to start this week's HOH competition. Now, of course, as ongoing HOH, Rashida cannot compete in today's competition. However, once the 6 of you finally make your way over here, why we are always waiting for Zoe, I don't really know. But once you guys get here, you 6 will compete in the Fishing for Gold competition. Laid out in front of you in the middle of our ocean, we have a scummy pond. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore the details, but one by one you guys will gather around the pond and begin to fish. The person who gets the most valuable fish will become HOH for the week. However, along the way you might find a few chests in there, and they have some cash value that you are able to keep as well. Not to mention our HOH this week will get a little gift from BB as well, so you have extra motivation to win this HOH competition. Now, unfortunately, there is only 4 spots available around the pond. So first up, we have Bob, Akira, Mark, and Vanessa fishing around the pond. Now, Vanessa is the first person to catch something, however, it is not a fish, and she must instantly put it back and try again. And Mark is the first one to catch a treasure chest, giving him 1,000 simoleons to keep. However, it is not a fish, so he must get back to fishing. Unfortunately, just seaweed for Akira and not a treasure chest. And surprisingly, it seems as though Bob has completely given up. I don't know if his needs are too low, if he's just too bored, or if he's just throwing the competition, but he ends up putting his pole away and goes and takes a seat. So with that, Bob is out of the competition, and Knox will be taking his place. And right when that happens, both Vanessa and Mark catch a fish. If we go and look, Mark's was worth 8 simoleons, however Vanessa's was worth 21, putting her in the lead. Soon after, Akira catches a small fish, but it's just a goldfish worth 7. So while he does beat out Mark, he cannot beat out Vanessa's total. And while the 3 of them go and take a seat, Zoe takes her spot around the pond. And faster than anyone else, Zoe actually catches a fish. And when we look at the total of it, we see that she also scored a 21, so she is now tied in the lead with Vanessa. And Knox is the only one left to catch a fish. However, just like Bob, I don't know if his needs are too low or if Knox just doesn't feel like he needs to win this HOH, but either way, he puts his pole away and forfeits the competition. Now we are just down to Vanessa and Zoe, who are both tied with 21. To break this tie, whoever catches the first fish will win head of household. It doesn't matter how much the fish is, it's just whoever catches it first. Now, the difference between these two cannot be farther. For Zoe, this could potentially be her first HOH win. However, for Vanessa, this would be her 4th. And while Vanessa doesn't manage to catch a fish right away, she does catch a treasure chest, giving her also $1,000. Now, even though Vanessa was able to get a treasure chest, she was not able to get a fish, and instead, Zoe actually catches the first fish, which does mean, congratulations, Zoe, you are the new HOH for the week. And like I mentioned earlier, thanks to Money Week, you will be getting a very special prize for winning HOH. And that is the gift of 5,000 simoleons to take home, just in case you leave a little too early. And with that, the competition is over and everyone is able to head back inside the house. Now, what do you guys think of Zoe winning HOH? I know a few of you have mentioned in the comments that you thought Zoe and Bob were kind of laying low. They're laying in the background and just kind of letting everyone else fight in front of them. But now Zoe is in the spotlight and she will have to make nominations. And with only 7 house guests remaining and only 6 to choose from, it's gonna be a bit tricky and tensions are definitely going to rise when nominations come around the corner. However, you are going to have to wait for the next episode to see who Zoe votes for. But let me know your opinions down below, and let me know what you think of not only Zoe's win, but who you would want to go after. Who do you think is the biggest threat in the house? All that kind of stuff. I am desperate to hear your opinion. For what's going on inside the house after the HOH competition, a lot of our house guests have headed upstairs to the lounge, where they're slowly relaxing, playing a game of chess, and listening to music, and just trying to enjoy the day. I think a lot of them are trying to relax after that whole, fight that broke out after the eviction between Rashida and Kaori. I'm sure Rashida is trying to lay low. That being said, I am going to end the episode here, and just stay posted. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. That way you're notified for when the next episode premieres. And I'll see you then. No promises as to when, but it will be soon. Because I miss you guys. I love you. Bye.